Hi, I'm Dasha. I am a romance, specifically dark romance and romantasy author with a 13 book published backlist. I follow a quick release publishing model. I'm very data driven. I am a multi four figure monthly author and I am also a TikTok person. My main account on TikTok, that's like book talk and sort of influencing, if you want to call it that, has 120,000 followers. But that's not my moneymaker. The where I make sales is actually on my three accounts that all have less than 100 followers, but are very book talk and reader geared accounts. That I serve the sort of content that makes readers click. I am here to explain a high level overview of the five-part series we'll be doing, give some examples of authors who have made massively successful careers on Book Talk, and yeah, talk some things through. How authors are turning TikTok accounts into sales machines without utilizing ads. This is an actionable book talk workshop for TheoReads authors ready to make real sales. Who this is for. This workshop is for you if you're a new or early stage author, if you've published or are about to publish on TheoReads, if you don't want to build a following for fun, you want sales, so you're approaching this from the business mindset. If you're tired of generic go viral advice that doesn't convert and doesn't put money in your bank account, this workshop is not for you. If you're here for brand deals, lifestyle influencing, or dance trends, this is book talk specific geared and it's for authors. It's the book talk myth that's holding authors back. Here are the most common myths I hear that kill momentum. I need 50,000 followers first. I have to show my face. I need to be funny or trendy or hot, and TikTok is random. Those are all just completely inaccurate. The reality is that most authors who use book talk to become a bestseller follow a repeatable model instead of luck. And that's the same case with being a successful author that I've observed in the industry. I mean, sometimes luck will do it on book talk and otherwise, most of the time, and to have a long-term career, it's a business, your book that matters. So proof, book talk successful examples. These are authors, I mean, hopefully some of them you've heard of. They're massive. So this model has repeatedly built bestsellers. Callie Hart's Quicksilver was dead in the water until she reached out to influencers asking if they'd review it. H.C. Dolores, a dark romance author, made her debut a bestseller through consistent slides posting, never once showing her face. Liv Xander really took off after a couple of viral TikToks. Sadie Kincaid built her career to a massive best-selling author, mostly through TikTok. And Rosalie did the same thing. So continued proof, here's a book talk case study for you, Callie Hart interview. I'm going to pause here so you can skim it, but while you do so, broad overview, Callie Hart was a predominantly dark romance author, and she had a solid dark romance following. I think she hit USA Today bestseller back in 2014. But she was getting to the point in her career where she didn't know if she could feasibly keep writing. So she decided to write a romantasy, put her everything into it, posted it, and it sort of fell flat. And in this situation, she did some research on TikTok, reached out to about 15 influencers and asked if they wanted a copy of her book to review. They said yes, and then that 15 in the course of a couple weeks to a couple months turned into 15,000, 150,000, and then 1 million. Next is H.C. Dolores, another case study for you. So what I think is really interesting here is that this author currently has 6,000 followers. I've been following her pretty much since her book debuted. Most of the time she was actually under 1,000 followers, but her TikToks were consistently getting 10,000 views or above, and her book's reviews on Amazon and Goodreads altogether now amassed way over 10,000, but at the time I was watching her jump day to day by hundreds of reviews. Not because of a following, but because she knows what to post. And what she posts is very high level content from her book that is tropey. So here you see an example of one of her recent posts. Slide 1, the poor scholarship student who feels like nobody sees her. Slide 2, the psychotic golden boy who finally sees and becomes obsessed. It's really simple, it's short, but it's hooky, it's tropey, it's attention grabbing. It gives you the sort of star-crossed lovers sense. The poor girl, rich boy, and scholarship student tells you it's dark academia. So from this really simple 2-slide sequence, readers discern a lot about the book, and if the book is in their lane, they're gonna go read it. What all of these authors did and what they did not do. So what they didn't do is build personal brands first. There are a couple of exceptions here, but I know of 2 or 3 that started with a personal brand and successfully transformed into a massive book talker and best-selling authors. That is the vast minority. Most of them did not and are equally as, if not more, successful. They did not wait for publishers to market them, and they did not post random trends. What they did do was post quotes, scenes, vibes, tropes, and hooks from their book. They followed a consistent posting volume model. So they had set in a day, I will post X amount of TikToks, a minimum of 1 for most of them, and some of them with multiple accounts. Per account 2 to 3, and per multiple accounts, I know of people who post up to 10 a day, and 9 of them fall flat, but 1 of them makes you sales. They let readers do the selling when they reached a certain critical point. Word of mouth does the rest for you, and they trusted repetition and compounding reach. So really, TikTok is a game of tenacity. TheoReads serves as the perfect end to the TikTok funnel and offers a new, fresh, exciting take on a romance platform. TikTok is the start of the pipeline that creates reader interest in the product, your book. TheoReads creates immediate and easy access. Now, once readers are on TheoReads, their desire for a targeted filtration system is satisfied and they can easily find their next favorite book. If you ask yourself, why do readers scroll social media? They're looking for their next book. They're searching keywords for their next book. Amazon doesn't let them do that. Pretty much nowhere lets them do that except for TheoReads. So this is the kind of end-all be-all of a reader and author haven. Now, why most authors fail, a gentle reality check. Most authors post inconsistently. They do not know what niche their product, their book falls into. They don't train their algorithm. They don't know what metrics do and don't matter. And they quit before compounding kicks in. Again, tenacity. They lack tenacity. So this series exists to fix that step by step. What's coming next? The following 4 courses in order. Part 2 will be getting started. So overcoming procrastination and opening the app. This is what seems to be the holdup for a lot of authors I speak to that are interested in doing TikTok. They see it as this big mythical beast. In reality, it's an app like Instagram. Once you get it, you get it. And once you get what works, you get what works and you make sales. Choosing your niche, setting up your account to be reader geared rather than creator or author geared. Part 3, training your account. So teaching TikTok who your readers and viewers should be, how to stop getting the wrong audience, and early signals that matter. Part 4 is actually making the book talk content, so slideshows versus videos and the different kinds of slideshows and videos that convert, how to turn scenes into scroll stoppers and something that hooks a reader's attention, what actually converts. Part 5, metrics, scaling, and beyond. So here is what to track and what to ignore. Scaling / repurposing posts that work. This is super important. And long-term growth strategy. Choose the level of commitment that makes sense for you. So the rest of the series will be paid. It's very cheap compared to any other TikTok series I've heard of. Most influencers, book talkers, if you want them to make a post for you, they'll charge 20 bucks per post. I'm charging a bundle of $15 for the next 4 parts, or $5 individually. And the only reason I am charging is because that's your commitment to actually listen and do the work. It's sort of you having skin in the game, because I have skin in the game and I want to see people succeed.